Disregard. Hello.
So I probably would have.
Hello.
Hello.
Where were we? We were on reports. So open up your MDT again. We're back on reports.
Yes.
We're now on DOC reports, which is the most important reports. For us, at least. So this is where we keep, like, records of concern. It's where we, sorry. It's where we keep daily reports. It's where we have some of our arrests. So if you click on, for example, Johannes Daily Report 618.
Yeah.
You can see that we've got a kind of who did the report in the officers involved, who was the criminal. Well, it's Johannes. We do this just because we need to make sure we're keeping track of like who's waking up, especially if they want parole.
Got it.
And we do have a few that want parole.
Question for you.
Yes.
If a report got deleted, is there a back server?
No, there's not. But it will confirm to you whether you delete it. And the only person who can delete it is the person who wrote it, who started it.
Got it.
So, for example, if you click on New Report right now,
New report. Where? Oh, that's it.
and then click on DOC, it should have automatically put it to DOC for you.
Yeah.
You'll see that you have a template in there. You can put a name, a subtitle. If you click on Officers Involved, we're just going to go through that. Click on Officers Involved. You can see that you've got a giant list of officers. If you type in Lyra...
I just added you to it.
Yep. So then we'll go down to victims, witnesses, and civilians involved. If you click, you can click add. You can search your name. You got it?
Yeah.
When you've done that, I just want you to press save for me. Just click save.
The save changes or the save and stop editing?
Save changes, because you're still going to edit it. So now I can see all of that report. You've just updated it, basically. It means you can carry on doing it. I can't edit your report whilst you're in it. And then you click on criminals involved. I want you to add criminal... Let me find it. So click on that. Let me give you the name. I want you to add in CID 3551.
What's up?
Hello. Did you manage to do it for me?
Yeah, I saved it too.
Perfect. And then you should see that you're able to add charges, which you don't need to worry about right now. Okay, so then click save and stop editing. Now I have the option to be able to go in and edit if I so wish. If I click on it, you can't now edit it. Now I want you to click on delete, and then it's going to ask you to delete again.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to delete your reports accidentally.
Got it.
Okay, we're just going through the MDT at the moment.
Good old MDT, I remember.
You remember MDT?
Oh, I remember like almost everything.
Okay, perfect. Penal
So
code.
remember how to, yep. So remember all those. Remember how to write a report and all that. I missed this. Sorry, continue.
Okay, so we're now on to the penal code. We can search up when you're trying to find a crime, or a name of a crime, or a definition. It will tell us how many. It will tell us how many months, how much fine, and if you hover over the I, it will tell you what the definition is. So, for example, if you typed in mayhem, you'll get a red thing because it's a capital crime. You got an I, and you can see that it's a Hutz. Just a really handy way of doing it. On the bottom is the roster. So we got the LSPD roster, the BCSO roster. So there's kind of a sheet that comes up, a Google sheet, and it will basically go through all of our roster. We've got the DOC roster, we got the PA roster, got the SESP cadets, K9 roster, EMS, badges, heat, 10 codes. There's also an inmate log in that, which is the same as our own one in the thing. Ours is just a little bit more detailed. Like, it's a little bit more colourful. But you can see that, you can see the names of the individuals who are active in cell block 6, what security level they're on, how many strikes they've had, because if they commit a crime here, they get a strike. If they get 2 strikes, they end up going to the next security level automatically, although command and supervisors can move them up without warning. We have the sentence.
That's smart.
Hmm?
I said that's smart. You guys have notes on here too, depending like if they try to say they can't wear a mask or whatever. They try to trick new recruits and stuff.
Yep. So we've got the sentences, we got parole, we've got release there as well. If they're being released, we got the when the security level is given, and when the security level drops off. We've got the notes. We've got the reason why we put them at the security level and that. We've got the notes. We've got behavior monitored by. It's kind of relevant now. The lawyer, and then their email is on the right. There is an easier way to access that through our emails under the DOC resources. Then you got division rosters, which is an important for DOC. And you got case laws, which is somewhat important for us. Miranda v. Arizona is definitely important for us. It's the rights that we have to read everyone when we're charging them. Which goes something along the lines of... Half expecting him to say it, and he's not.
Oh, you have the right. I don't know.
I was talking about the ex-officer.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I, fucking zoned out. MDT kind of tells me. I guess I got a slow MDT. Said, which one? Miranda rights?
Yep, the Miranda rights.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against court law. You have the right to attorney if you cannot afford one. One provide you free of charge, provided by state. Do you understand these rights? I have read them to you today. Wait for verbal consent. If they don't, you just assume that they did, because some criminals will just annoy you to hell. They'll make sure that you don't get a word in, but you just keep saying it. Make sure you read them your rights before anything, charging them, writing a report, etc. Because if not, that comes and bites you in the ass. Trust me, it's happened to me. Once. And that was because I was really tired, but that's a different story.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Give me a moment.
Hey, you're good. Take your time.
Okay. So that's the MDT in general. It's the biggest part of one of the biggest parts of our academy.
Indeed, that. You'll see BCSL SPD. I'm telling you, this thing gets so much use.
Okay, the next thing is we got radio. So how we use radio is the person who's highest on duty or the person who's been designated will respond to radio. Signal 100 means be quiet. If we're having a jailbreak, be quiet. Because when a jailbreak happens, every PD officer comes over to our radio and goes, status, status, status,
Status.
status.
Status. What's the situation? Status. Status. Oh man, I remember that.
Me.
Yep.
It literally sounds like that.
Mine.
Um,
Best advice: definitely turn on the radio when that happens. 100%.
it's just chaotic. They're supposed to come in, wait 10 seconds, and then talk on radio if they've not heard nothing. But they don't.
Yeah, no, they don't.
So radio is... We'd like you to use the 10 codes. We know that you're not going to start with the 10 codes. We'll start with like a very simple language. And we start with, hey you, it's me. So let me just have a look. Leon, do you have a call sign yet?
No, I do not. I mean, I still remember my old one. I'm not sure if it's taken of BCSO, but 505 was my old one. I'm not sure if it's taken in DOC or not. No, I don't mind getting a new one. Or if it is, I mean.
Well, let's start with the fact that let's pretend you got call sign 998. You would go. I would go, if I'm talking to Leon, I would go 998 196 direct.
10-4.
And I'd hear a 10-4 or send it.
Yep.
And it's a hey you, it's me. We're not, and we expect radio to be brief. Expect it to be very quick. If it takes over 10 seconds, it needs to be a phone call. Or it needs to be an answer. So, what's your call sign again for? So, if I go, let me move away. 743 196 direct.
Send it.
Hello.
We couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, at least I had a good look around, but...
Ask Bella. Bella will show you.
Where is she at?
That was perfect. Hey you, it's me. And then it would be a very simple comms of, I have an inmate for 95, or there's someone in the prison, or 2 inmates are fighting in cafeteria. Very, very simple, very, very short. No more than that.
I hate to be a bother. Do either of you guys have food or water?
I don't.
Give me a
I
moment.
have rental papers. Yeah.
There is 4 food, and it has a little Jello cup in it.
Sweet.
Do you need any food?
I'll take some, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this one, and then you can have the other 3.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay. So, in a radio, the person who has the highest on scene will take charge of the radio. Or, if they've designated someone to be in the place, they'll take charge of the radio. If someone is negotiating, they'll be the ones in charge of the radio. It still can get very chaotic.
There's never a moment's peace.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is different levels of force. And I'm going to query Leon's brain and see if he remembers.
Ooh, okay. Testing.
Starting from the bottom.
Obviously, verbal warning. I make contact first, Be a big man, don't pull out your taser.
No, even before that.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's one before that.
Fuck, I don't remember that one.
Presence.
That's right, true. Staying by them, you know.
Being
Obviously,
there
you know,
is enough to deter some people.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, especially with people, you know, that crowd around someone. You know, you stand by, you're like, okay, well, never mind. Obviously, then next is, you know, verbal warning. You don't want to pull out your gun or your, I guess, taser in this case anymore. Then I think it escalates to taser, and then personally, when I was Jesus, when I was CEO, I used the shotgun towards if it needed to, because it didn't stop after one or two tasers. And I was lethal force. Lethal force is the last one.
Lethal force is the last one. You won't have lethal force when you've been there. Did you find it?
Yeah, we got there eventually.
Okay, did you manage to get it in his profile?
Believe so.
Okay, so make sure you Charlie Burns 33260. Make sure you get the picture in there, and just make sure you put the DNA sample obtained.
Say the ID again, sorry.
33260.
Hi.
They look terrible on you. This is also the deputy warden to my left.
Hi there, nice to meet you.
I'm Dusty.
Charlie.
Nice to meet you, Charlie.
You managed to find the thing then?
No.
Oh,
How sad is that? I don't know where it is.
I'll show you a bit later.
Okay.
uh-oh. Fun first day.
In fact, I'll show you on the tour. How does that sound?
Even better.
So deadly force is if they've got a lethal weapon, you can go for a lethal weapon too. If you have the option of that. Normally you don't. Normally we're non-lethal because they shouldn't be having lethal weapons in here. They sometimes do.
Yeah.
Got it.
If they have a lethal weapon, run the fuck the other way.
Yeah. Listen, as confident as you are with either a taser or a shotgun beanbag, let's just say a knife goes really fast.
Screwdriver's even faster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, they're like fucking ninjas. Like, they'll slice you up.
Got it.
So run the fuck the other way and get behind a door that you can lock.
Or run to, hopefully, your other DLC, and hopefully they could tase them, install it long enough.
Basically, you have options.
Yes. Don't just bash your head against the wall.
Got it.
That you can
If
get
I
it.
see a pokey thing, run.
Yes. Pokey thing, run, lock door. Call it in.
Shooty thing, run.
Definitely run. Shooty thing, you're inside a building ducking under a table. Call and get out. Also helicopters, too. Yeah, be wary of helicopters. They're
We
not
have
fun.
missiles now.
Oh, really? We do? Good. I won't
Yep.
get fucking hot dropped anymore.
Nope, they still jump over visitation.
Oh, that's even better.
And they still parachute in.
Oh, that's fun.
So,
I love getting hot dropped.
but no more helicopters.
That's good. That's good.
We have air missiles now.
Finally, we finally got some good funding.
Yeah. It's about time after I paid so much to get the prison out of the waters.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
And we didn't have doors because they got loosed in the Grand Tsunami.
I'll remember the fucking fence I kept breaking. We finally weld that down in place, or
They can't escape the South Yard. So this is the North Yard.
Good.
The South Yard is where most of our jam pop is. In fact, is where our jam pop is. Anyway. So you can go from verbal to kind of non-lethal currently with a taser and baton. If someone is right up in your face, go for a baton. If someone is going for is someone further away, go for a taser. Remember that people sometimes have muscle spasms, and sometimes they're just looking to just kind of go. Sometimes they will also just come up once, and we'll tell them to stop, and they will stop. We're asking you to kind of do that verbally through that ask tell mate. If they're carrying on, obviously go and whack them over the head with a baton.
just give them a little love tap. Also, be mindful of your other DLC because you swing a baton wide, you're not only hitting the inmate, you're probably gonna hit your fellow DLC.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on that. We're not asking you to be over lethal. Like, we're asking you to be very chill about things, because otherwise, if you've not talked to somebody before it and they're kind of riling you up and you go for a baton, that's unauthorized use of force. If they're riling you up verbally, just talk to them verbally or step away yourself and just get somebody else to come talk to them. We have a few inmates like that.
Got it.
The next thing is detaining and searching inmates. We can detain and search inmates when we like. We ask you to have reasonable suspicion that something's going on, or even probable cause, or see them actually with a phone. You cuff them, you search them. There are some restricted items here, such as scrap metal, which we remove but we don't charge for. But having a phone, having a radio in here is contraband. Having any sort of weapon is contraband. Having stuff from the gun, like fertilizer, they can keep that. But, like, the soil here is ripe. Roses is fine. Dumpster seeds that the birds drop, restricted item, we remove them because it's been dropped by the birds. So, there's a list of kind of things, just be aware of them. Next is security levels. We have several security levels. The first one is no security, that's defined by blue pants. They get to walk around the yard, they can do whatever they want to within reason. They're not confined by anything. Next is yellow. They are front cuffed unless they're being uncompliant, in which they're back cuffed. They are front cuffed. They are to remain front cuffed unless they need food or drink, in which we will take them to a cell to have food or drink. The next thing is max. They are confined in a cell. They have red pants. And they are to remain in their cell unless they need to talk to a lawyer, in which case we'll phone a lawyer for them. We'll go and bring them out. Or they need medical. Try and get 2 people with you when you're dealing with people in max. The last thing, which is new to you, Leon, I believe, is that cell block over there, number 2.
Yeah, that one's brand new to me.
That is Supermax. We don't talk about people in Supermax. We don't talk about Supermax to the inmates. Unless we're using it to change their behaviour, because they absolutely despise it.
Seclusion, so...
Yeah, basically. It's for our most volatile inmates.
Okay.
2 minutes, I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. Take your time.
I can pick up for Lyra while she finishes thinking. We were on Supermax, yeah?
Yes, Supermax.
Yeah, so basically Supermax is a new addition. It's been implemented due to pretty much what Lyra said, the most volatile inmates and criminals out there. Essentially those who cannot be controlled and do not adapt to the system. So
No
obviously they're
rehabilitation. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's pretty much the final stop for them before, if things still continue to escalate, ultimately they would look at extradition. So
Death
dismissal.
penalty?
Say again?
That's the death penalty. Is that next? Jeez.
No, not the death penalty, but they would be transferred to a different federal prison out of
Oof.
Bolingbroke. Yes,
Oof.
so because the security level is so intense and restrictive, it's only managed by command. So only command authorization can bring them up to it and down from it. If you ever feel that an inmate is deserving of that, you can discuss with us and bring it up, of course. But that's essentially how it works. And as Lyra mentioned, it's very important that we don't disclose any information about the inmates or their disciplinary action when they're on Supermax, especially so to other inmates.
Got it. So basically, it's just if you know situation.
Essentially, yes. It's for COIs only, information only.
Got it.
In addition to that, it's only staffed. Typically, we prefer to have you guys double up and go over to keep an eye on any Supermax inmates when possible, though. So this is basically a supplementary duty for you guys. The main yard is the first priority. So if you don't have enough staff to send over, the local guards will watch over any inmates on Supermax. Local guards also send us 311s to let us know when the inmates wake and if there's any needs that haven't been tended to, such as food, water, reason which they have, or medical. So that's pretty much just a TLDR on Supermax. If you guys have any questions about security levels, I'll take them now before we move on.
They have
Okay.
access to food in Supermax, and with that jail food, they get that Jello cup.
Yes. Okay. I'll let you do jailbreaks and riots.
The meat and potatoes.
So, jailbreaks and riots. Riots happen when inmates decide that they're going to be unruly, they're going to be a pain in the ass, and decide to kind of punch us to whatever they can or use weapons. When a riot occurs, we want to kind of diffuse the situation with the least amount of force. It may be necessary to alert a jailbreak if a riot remains uncontained, or one of the kind of following occurs. When alerting jailbreak. When someone has broken into the prison with weapons, a vehicle, or an aircraft. Someone is executing an escape plan with hostages and or weapons. The majority of officers are incapacitated. Inmates are searching officers' pockets and or carrying equipment. A prison transport is attacked. When not to. If your hands are in your air or your transponder is taken, you're not able to reach that panic button on your transponder. The immediate moment there's a threat, assess the situation before, pressing the panic button. Scene command. Scene command is the first person who responds to the situation, unless directed otherwise. Normally the highest on duty will typically assume scene command. When taking lead, it's important to make informed decision, relay information, delegate. As a recruit, the main important job is to get yourself, other recruits, and inmates to a safe location. That's usually behind locked doors, such as the cell block. But as we said earlier, if you see a stabby thing coming straight towards you, you run the other fucking way. You run to the other people. You run to try and get yourself away. If you see shooty thing, you run the fuck. You do not even have to worry about the other inmates. You call over radio, there is someone shooting at me, there is someone running at it with me with a screwdriver. Maybe they'll be able to help if it's a pokey thing. You're still running, you can tell radio, but if they're shooting at you, the most important life is you.
Mm-hmm.
Locked doors are your best friend.
We have keys for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Something else you can do too is tase them before you run away. Just help you ensure a little bit of extra distance safely so you can make it away to a better location.
During the radio, comms are kept to important communications only. This way it can be handled efficiently and there's no confusion. If you are taken hostage, it's important that you remain calm and comply with the hostage taker says. It's not about keeping others safe, but also to keep yourself safe. If they are asking for that ankle bracelet to be removed, just remember how we did that earlier. We thought of that kind of lucky M number, and then thought about unjailing them or taking off their ankle bracelet. If an inmate does escape, it's essential to distribute information as quickly as possible. Make sure a report is done in the MDT and that all the correction officer's statements are included. In addition, post a notice on the MDT bulletin. Subsequently, the PD will issue warrants for escaped convicts. When recaptured, the long-term inmates are placed on max security. If they escape what's on a security level, they go over to our lovely Supermax. Which also can have multiple security levels within it. We just don't utilize it very often. That is rights and jailbreaks. Ask, tell, make. You ask an inmate to do something, they're still refusing. You tell them to do it, still refusing. Yeah, make them do it. Lisa, can you put down your phone, please? So she did as I asked, so I don't need to go any further. I was expecting her to be defiant at that point.
I'm
You got
busy
what you
making
wished for.
TikToks.
Lisa, I'm telling you to put your phone away.
I don't care. I'm an influencer.
If you do not put your phone away, I will be putting you in cuffs. I always inform them kind of what the consequence of the action is going to be. She's still not doing it, so I'm going to go over and I'm going to put her in cuffs.
No, but first let me take a selfie.
And then I'm going to find the rhinestones.
Please.
Let me just
Not
go and
the
find that.
rhinestones.
You gotta dig far for those, ma'am.
Oh,
And she let me do this, so... Do. I found them.
You know, I thought you were asking me to put my phone down so I could do something else to fun.
Okay.
like the rhinestones, they're gone.
No, she's kept the rhinestones. She'll just hate me for another reason.
There it is. There it is.
I may have mucked up her
Did you
pockets.
play Shuffle?
Yes, I play Shuffle. My favourite game.
Classic Shuffle.
Ah.
Okay, so we're going to go over several different locations within the prison. We're going to have a tour.
Tour time.
Tour time. So,
Tour time.
did I show you yesterday, Charlie, where the front garage is? I don't think...
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so there's one right at the front where you can pull out a chair pool. This is the North Yard. That is the staff cafeteria where we normally have meetings. Supermax! Inmates are not allowed in North Yard. They are not supposed to be in here. There is an inmate in here. They have escaped from the yard. Or they've broken in. Yay!
Yay.
We're gonna go this way.
And just for your reference, before we leave, the room left inside there is a staff cafeteria. That's typically where we'll have a lot of our department meetings, if that wasn't mentioned already.
I said that.
Well, I've bored you with redundant information.
I think you're about to play another game of Shuffle there, Lisa.
Bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, ba-da, bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum. I'll show you, put you out the door if we go this quick. Wait. Bum, 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 bum. I'm so glad Gary Johnson can't get to those anymore.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so that door there, in that building just opposite us, that is the door, back door from the North Yard into Solitary, which I'll show you from the front. That is not to be opened by or inmates to go through, because they have access to here, and they can leave a lot of places from here.
The no-no.
Yes, the classic rafters.
Yeah, we used to not have fences guarding like the stairwells there up into the rooftops, and inmate hide and seek was a very popular game.
Oh,
That's
don't.
my favorite. I love searching the bushes for 2 hours.
You haven't seen how... Well, we still kind of do search for like an hour now, but at least we know that they're going to be in the South Yard somewhere. Okay.
It's at least contained.
This is where we can get cruisers out. So if you go to your F1 duty belt and face forward for me, Charlie, because otherwise you're going to tell the valet to pull a car on my head. Which is a grand way to start it. You're going to go to what's called the garage. You'll see that there's a shared pool. You're going to go down and you're going to go and click on a stainer, police vapid stainer, and you're going to tell the valet to spawn it. Perfect. Then you're going to put Leon in cuffs. He's going to be your inmate.
Yeah, I'll be quicker than that.
Wow.
Put some force behind.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. There you go.
He was uncompliant, so then, yeah, you can move to back cuffs. Okay, let them walk. Normally we say let them walk. And then,
Let's get pissy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
My bad.
okay, I'll show you in a moment. Okay, tell him to walk up to the back wheel.
Walk up to the back wheel, please.
Okay. I'll comply for now.
Okay, head up there, and you're going to go to that F1 duty belt, that general, and you're going to seat the vehicle. So you're needing to come over here, because you need to be next to the car.
I can ship you over.
You both might have to shimmy a few steps to your
I think
left.
I think
It can be
that's
touchy
achievable.
sometimes.
Yeah, the door handle does not really like officers.
Just make sure the
Hey.
vehicle's on left.
There
Oh,
we go. Okay, so then you can hop in the vehicle yourself.
Alright, it was a nice tour, guys.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go home.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you are currently what's known as Code 1. No lights, no sirens. The next thing we've got is Code 2, which is those lights that you turned on. You are allowed to go Code 2 down to VPD. If you are being attacked, you are allowed to go Code 2 back to the prison or back to a station. So if you are being attacked and it's unsafe for you to get to Bolingbroke on the roads, it's important you stick with the roads, then you are allowed to keep going to Sandy or keep going to Polito. They will often wait at Bolingbroke for you. You just get yourself to safety, call over that you need it, or call over that you're having a jailbreak. Keep going. Obviously, if somebody calls up next to you and they have a gun and they're pointing it at your head, that's probably the time to stop and comply. These happen way too often. Code 3. Is the R button on your dashboards? No, it's not. It's the Q button. No, Q button's lights. Shift! I never remember any of these.
There you go.
There we go. We don't tend to use Code 3 if we're being attacked, or we're going up, or we're going down to VPD, because people see DOC on the side, and they go, ooh, inmate, jailbreak time.
Yep.
Your sirens will attract them to you.
It's a double-edged sword. Also, locals will like to swerve in your way, so that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, that's always a great fun. Okay, so then you got to Bolingbroke. You'll go through a transport procedure once we go through that. If you hop on out, and then you're going to go to this back door again, and you're going to unseat him from the vehicle.
Also, pro tip, remember you buckle in the inmates. Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't buckle them in and a local swerves in front of you, they're going out the front window.
Oh, we
You
go
get blamed for it.
yeah. So the inmate.
Locals still eject.
So the inmate we go the speed limit on the way back from every transport, apart from when we're being attacked. Because there's no point going the speed limit when you're being attacked. Okay, so if you hop in the vehicle now, you're going to go to that F1 duty belt. You're going to go to the garage again. I think you might have to go backwards slightly.
Yeah. Is it not back at the back gate? I think it is. Might be all the way at the back
here.
gate.
It's here. The valet works on a big area. And you will store it in the shed because you can no longer put them in personal. Yay!
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
So let's go through the rest of the prison. We bring inmates all the way back here because this is our inmate arrival building. Big, beautiful building that it is. Inmates can get changed over there. They can also check their money on the ATM over there. There's a barber there. There's also Dr. Billy Bob. And a whole medical ward back here. That is not an ICU, but it can be used for if it's in Bolingbroke. So if you've got an injured inmate and EMS coming up, you'll bring them into here. We've got a whole MRI machine back here. Which is grand. Which is much fancier than the pillbox one. We've also got a surgery room here. And just here is where you do your DNA swabs. So if someone has a DNA swab, they'll do it here. And that's where they'll get the result. But we'll teach you about that a bit later. Okay.
These doors do not like locking.
No, none of these doors do. This is the only door that...
I was like, my key not working, or am I just, up there?
So yeah, you can have a look in the clothing area if you want. You can have a look in the barber quickly.
Actually, I should probably change the uniform.
I've been yoinked.
You have been yoinked. I was going to show you where the DNA area was.
I'm coming!
She's coming. DNA area is this way.
Oh my.
Just here.
I swear, I looked at this entire desk and I actually still can't find it.
You just have to use the DNA swab.
You're kidding.
Nope. She's
I
about to...
third-eyed the whole thing.
Yeah, you don't look at it. You just use it.
Do we have an outdated system?
Probably. Listen, we had to make some changes, okay? We can't afford a nice MRI and a current day DNA system. We had to make a choice.
We had to pick one.
We had to pick one. We wanted the most deadly one.
Fair enough.
Yes, we're not talking about if the magnets get taken out of that one. Okay, so up the stairs is the horror tunnel.
That sounds fun.
Oh, the funhouse.
Oh, it reminds me of when we had a fucking ghost hunt the LSPD. That was fun.
I miss that ghost.
Yeah, me too. I remember being
This
recruited
is
to
our
gun.
horror tunnel.
Ah, okay, so you jumped here, no one's gonna find you. Got it.
If you go down it and then the other way, it'll take you to the other side of the tunnel. It's far easier and far prettier to just go through the tunnel. But if you needed to get from the south yard to the north yard safely, it's one way to do it. Still our horror tunnel.
I feel like that safety has air quotes next to it.
we probably need to make it into a horror house for Halloween.
What? Probably make us a lot of money. We could probably buy a current day DNA machine. Also, I think Lisa got kidnapped by whatever's in that tunnel.
Yeah, that's possible. So down here is a secure area you can go if there are too many inmates, and we say you can go to catwalks, or you can go here. Hello, Johannes. So in here it's completely secure. They can't get in. They can't get over. You can come in here, interact with them, talk with them. It's not used often enough, but it's one place you can go. Especially if they're outnumbered.
Hello.
Hello. Is there a reason why Johannes isn't in a cell?
I've just pretty much came on duty, so I didn't know he was supposed to be in a cell.
Okay. He is wearing a red pants, so yeah, if we can get... Unless you guys are going to the catwalks?
I went over to the other side to say hi, and y'all went over here.
Gotta train your legs. Make sure you're ready.
Janice, can you get Johannes into the max cell, please?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll
So
give
you
her.
gotta take your shoes off.
What, me?
No, him, the other guy.
No, his hair's actually black.
Oh. Interesting choice.
Hello, MJ.
Hi. Hi, Lyra. How are you?
MJ is one of our long-timers here on the hut.
Yeah, I've been here for a long time, you know. Since what, January? Just been stuck here.
Hi there.
What's up?
MJ is facing some... Everyone on a hut is facing a serious capital offense.
I would say
Allegedly.
mine is more serious.
Allegedly. Everything's a legend.
I'm going to let MJ
Well,
describe
it's not
anything.
allegedly, it's more like, you know, I'm facing it. So, you know, there's no alleged thing here. I'm actually just facing it.
If you admit to doing it, that's all you.
But I'm not admitting to doing it. I'm just saying, like, I'm still facing it, though, aren't I? You know, I'm
That's
still
true, that's true.
fighting against it. So, yeah, there's no alleged in facing it.
That's a 50-50. You can either beat it or lose
Yeah.
it, so.
But yeah, so I'm in here for, I believe it's, I know it's the government corruption, and then what else is it?
Malfeasance.
The, malfeasance. Still don't know how to spell it. And then felony
IT.
obstruction of justice.
IT is how
Is
you
it
spell
felony?
it.
Is it
Yes, felony obstruction
or-
of justice.
Yeah.
Malfeasance. Malfeasance.
There we go. It sounds more like, you know, like something you describe for like shit.
Yeah, see, to me that just sounds like you spoke an enchantment table, so I've never heard that charge before.
No, it's a charge that only MJ has been charged with.
Uh,
Ah,
you know,
they brought it down for me.
if you do not lose it, that's a bragging right. You're the first person ever to have that charge.
I don't think I want to do that.
I mean, that's true. That's true. You know, hope
Because
so you
I-
beat it.
Like, I mean, I'm sure Lara knows as well because I don't agree with my charges, or like, you know, I don't agree with me being charged with any of them. So
Understandable. And I was an ex-cop, so I know exactly how it is. There's even some charges I'm like, damn, I don't see how people could get charged with this.
However,
not gonna lie, like I didn't even know malfeasance existed. And I was like,
Same.
what is that charge?
okay, we're going to carry on with the tour. Leon, you're pretty familiar with this prison setup, right?
Indeed, I am.
Okay, so I will let you run back to the tunnel just because you're also not in uniform. I know what people think here.
Yeah. It's just my undercover uniform, you know. It's funny 'cause I had a badge on and I was sitting in the lobby and someone was like, "Are you a cop?" I was like, "No." They're like, "What's the badge?" I was like, "Oh." I was like, I forgot I had that on.
we have a little bit of an issue.
What's up?
Oh, so we have 3 max security people here, but we do not have enough cells for them.
You put 2 max security people together, so you put Dahlia and Johannes together.
Simple.
Libby gets her own separate one. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Recruit entering the yard. Still doing tour.
You know, just
live here now.
just
Okay.
not as a DOC
This is
anymore.
South Yard.
Like an unpaid internship.
Can we keep him unpaid?
Okay. I've already cleaned up all the dishes, okay?
Need a DOC.
Okay, so this is solitary cell
Got
block.
one down the cells for,
We'll bring them in here where they're
35 months.
being charged with a crime. It is soundproof. You cannot hit out of that building. Over this way is the garden. We're just going to do a bit of a jog. Hello.
Hello?
Was he allowed to have a backpack?
He's here for a short period of time, so we don't make him. We don't make them
Got one
change
down the
normally.
cells for 35 months. How do you guys want them?
Hopefully at this time.
10-4.
Sorry, I was cranking my AirPods. Were you guys speaking to me?
He was just asking about the backpack, and we said you weren't required to change at the moment.
Yeah, I got transported up locally. Do I gotta come inside though? Is that something?
Nope, nope. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
Okay, so over here is the kitchen, in which we have another gentleman in here. Hello, sir. You can make slushies over there. Inmates come in here to wash the dishes. Over here, the inmates have access to jail food. So if you look at it really carefully, there's a jail shop. They can order food. We're gonna hop on over. This is the cafeteria section for the inmates. This is the main body of the cell block. There's many, like, sections of the cell block. They've got pool here they can play. They seem to have been writing all over the wall. That's fine.
OMG, hello, Lyra.
Hello.
Hello.
We're not talking about what happened, okay? Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Can you two behave together, by the way?
Depends on what behaving means.
Define behavior.
Yes, you both can behave together. I'm going to assume from
like
the
you two-
similar answer.
I mean, listen, okay, listen. You terrify me respectfully.
Do I terrify you?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest.
I am mean and scary.
I have a feeling
They're not going into that one. That's a max cell. Libby's not in there. This is the other max cell.
You thought.
Yep. It seems
Yeah, there's
Johannes.
a lot of writing on the walls.
Yeah, it seems Johannes is having fun. Let's head on out so they can come in.
It's the only fun you allow me to have.
So Libby needs to be found.
Do we have eyes on Libby?
Yes, we're bringing her to her max.
Okay, let's go this way. So that's two maximum cells. Obviously, there can be a little bit of a... One's bigger than the other. We're going to go back now into what's known as another little office space, which overlooks the cafeteria. Fun fact, these windows are not bulletproof. This is not a safe room to hide in unless you're hiding in this section. Or if they've got shooty things. And then we're back out over the cafeteria. A lot of the inmates like to claim their own cells. So this brings us back to the main body. Over here, these phones here connect to the lawyer line. So if you look at it, you can see that there are lawyers that they can call. It tells them with a paralegal, lawyer. You don't have to do that.
Be advised, Mr. Winters just informed me he's going to go and lie down in his cell for a minute and will not like to be disturbed.
Hello, Jesse. Okay. I can't sit and talk to you at the moment, I'm afraid. Over here is the shower room. It's our fight room. If inmates want to fight, they can come and fight in here consensually. If, so they can remain unlocked for now.
Can our
Because unable to know that.
can our cell also be unlocked? Thanks.
No.
But Lyra, you're no fun. You're mean.
I have told you 3 times.
Do I need to come up and talk to you?
Maybe. Well, I'm not the one causing issues right now. I'm in a cell. I'm not the one causing issues. I just like to. What's the word?
Are we gonna go talk to them?
I mean, either the
Not like
cops
that.
can take care of the cotton or I can.
Johannes!
He's just being silly.
Hey, Dahlia.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. What's up?
Here's your cell, Mike. You're under control, otherwise I'll have to come to you as well.
Listen, I can't control what he does.
Find a way.
Isn't that your job?
Oh, sure. You allow her to have her way to do things.
Isn't your job to control us?
Are you going to be a good girl?
No. I've already listen here, buckaroo.
Bye, Dahlia.
I will thundercut you into a wall.
Bye.
Okay, put the baton away.
It is away.
How? Hold on.
Oh, sorry, it took me a little bit longer. Lost for a second.
That's fine. Do you see a baton in his hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
You spilled some super glue on your baton handle, or?
Yeah, he's
I
got...
don't know.
Try going to the F1 duty belt. Go to police, go to more, go to access props, and try and delete it. Try and get rid of it.
It says it's too far.
Do you don't have anything in your hand currently, right? Which I like super
No.
glue baton. Okay, I would try something respectfully. There you go.
Is it gone?
It has.
Nice.
Just punch it out of your hand.
Okay, well that's interesting to know.
Yeah, that's CSO tactic number 1.
It's the second time that's happened.
Stuck, hit it with a hammer. This case,
Just ask someone to punch you then.
Yep, it just hit it with a hammer, aka your fist.
Over there in 8B is a kind of warehouse. It's got jobs in it. It's got kind of 2 floors to it. One's got kind of some textile on the top. One's got a warehouse on the bottom. It's There's also 2 doors out of the back of the warehouse. Hello.
Hello, Miss Lyra. Long time no see.
It has been a long time. There are 2 doors out of there that you can go through into the tunnel. We're also going up to the visitation building. Thought I'd lost you both there.
Paul's about to send us to another dimension.
I feel like it can happen sometimes in this prison.
No, wouldn't be surprised.
There are vending machines there where they can get drinks, food. There are 2 toilets there that also have boxes of clothes in them. We don't let inmates in them that often.
Got it.
This is my office just here. Don't tend to let people in here. This is Gary. If we're busy, Gary will take the inmates out. Don't go out yourself, because you have to sign paperwork to say that you're leaving as an inmate, and that is 100% not true. I'm guessing there's a visitation going on.
Just steal our shit. Got it.
No, we're just scheming.
Okay. I think I know what you're scheming about. This is visitation. Inmates can come up here, use the payphones, call 911. This is also the inmate side of visitation where they come in and they will come and talk to people. If there's a lawyer in here, we will lock the visitation door so that they have complete privacy and inmates aren't running in and out. But it will need to be unlocked for like short timers leaving.
Does anybody have brass?
What?
Asking for a friend.
Have breasts?
Brass knuckles.
Oh. I mean, my fist.
I had breasts.
I heard breasts
So did
too.
Leon.
Like,
Lisa House.
What?
I'm pretty sure you're a double G anyway.
Wow, I got clocked.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Double G all the way. Fucking Lisa.
So
You
this
too,
is...
Lyra, of course.
321041.
So this back here is another tunnel that leads us out to the public side of visitation. When we have a public member of the public coming through, this is where they'll go.
This is where I got stuck on the door. Foot got caught in the doorway.
Oh, local inmates like to spawn here. We'll get local DOC to kind of sort her out.
Got it.
Yeah, I think someone definitely sorted them out.
So this over here is the public side of visitation. We can unlock the door. They can go in. They can chat. Okay. Good locking it, by the way. And this one. The only place in the SASP that we are insistent on locking doors and people actually do it. And that brings us back up into the front reception lobby.
This is also where the... Back in the day, I'm not sure if it still does it, this fence likes to just fly off its hinges.
I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't want it to.
Yeah, I don't either.
This is our tunnel. That garage is all the way down there. This is the vehicle airlock. We have the kind of foot airlock down there, which is that front cage holding area. This is the vehicle airlock. Vehicle airlock where we can get through, and hopefully by the time we get through, we'll be secure. And then we're back out to the outer perimeter. So let me go through. What? That is just the tour in general. It's a big place. You're going to get lost. You're going to forget which doors are locked, need to be locked and which doors need to be unlocked. There's maps. We can help you. We understand your learning.
My
Next.
base... Oh, good.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, my best case scenario, if you don't know if it's locked or not, just keep it locked just in case and get yelled at it for later. Unless it's like a door that obviously needs to stay open.
Like the door into the yard from visitation.
Or cafeteria, yep.
Well, no, there's multiple doors in and out of the cafeteria, so...
I meant the main one where inmates could go get food.
Yeah, there's about 1, 2, 3 ways they can go into there.
Oh, fun.
Then we have more ways in here than a light bulb on a Christmas tree.
If one is unlocked, all of it shatters.
How do you want me to tie it in when he gets here? Because I'll talk to him when I escort him over.
I was fucking... What the fuck when I saw that?
One shitter coming up.
Perfect. That is also a DOC office that they're just having a... That doesn't mean bring it out! That doesn't mean bring it out as you're walking over there. She's having way too much fun with this, Lisa.
Just casual Friday.
Everyone's just starting.
Okay. So that's the tour. So the next thing is the recruit training. You will all go through some kind of recruit training. Pretty sure, Leon, you'll fly through this if...
Yeah.
But we'll go through things like transports, we'll go through things like 86s, jailbreaks, the SOP, evidence collection, doing all that fun stuff. And then the next thing, do you have any questions of me?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a Zoom call, which is in the emails. You will see me in there if you want to hop along in there.
Can we get another DOC to act real fast?
10-4.
Hello.
Hello.
Leon, you're coming in as a DOC recruit, aren't you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Lisa
Why?
hired me as.
Okay, let's try speaking again for me.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I had you down all the way down to 45% on my mixer.
Damn. Okay. Well, if you want me to show up that bad, I can even mute my mic.
Somebody was loud one day.
I think it was the day that we all were playing Among Us on our iPads in the prison.
I never got to join in, but I did hear about that.
Yes, that was very fun.
I'm gonna be
Until it wasn't.
coughing a lot, by the way. I'm sick as fuck right now. Just so y'all know.
That's absolutely fine.
That's
So,
fine.
the next thing we're just going to go through is, first of all, just make sure you change your name with your call sign in it. Leon will sort that when we go back IC. This is kind of an OOC thing that we need to talk about. Integrity. We also talk about something else. So police integrity is important for DOC as well. We're not expected to play robots. The prison's hard. It's stressful. Because you can't always walk away from a thing without having to go 10-7. You don't get that rapid change. You're with these people for a long period of time. They can be annoying. They can seem to like they're having fun, but not realize that they're adding to an already shitty situation. Make sure you take breaks. Make sure you go and do something else. If you need to go 10-7 for 10 mics, like 10 minutes, go and do that. Just say going 10-7, 10 minutes. Break it up. Don't wear yourself out just because you're DOC and you're kind of trapped here. This is hard mode, and good job on getting this far. I will say that much. Good job on getting this far. But it is hard. Leon can probably attest that it's hard in here.
I can tell you right now, as someone who works both BCSO and DLC, BCSO and LSPD are a breeze compared to this. This place definitely will push you to its limits, like Lyra said. I've even had my days where I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to go 10-7 for like half an hour to recoup. But, you know, once you get past that, I say you enter a Zen flow state where it's just natural. You get used to it. You get used to the people.
Played my serial killer enough where I understand where they're coming from, so honestly, it should just fly off me.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get an.
I wasn't expecting you to do a full tour, to be honest, since I already knew the whole prison.
Because your character is separate, I just needed to make sure that we're aware of all of that.
Lucky for me, I remember all my stuff. My character's just an ex-cop, so and ex-DLC.
I've spent a lot of time in this prison.
So
now you're gonna spend even more.
So yeah, this place is hard, but it's got some of the most rewarding stories that you will get out of it. People really want to get to know your story. People really, really like to get to know kind of inmate stories. They like chatting. It's where some of these inmates form kind of really long life meaning changes. Like Indy Rose here with her short timer was with her short timer coming in here and having 5 years, but she's formed some really good like friendship bonds. And the character herself is now making the decision that she wants to go clean. So it is hard. Don't feel afraid to go and say, I need to take a break. We understand that. We understand that this can burn you out. You will be okay to say, I need a break.
I don't think I have enough time to play to need a break, I'm gonna be honest. The days I do have time to play, I'll be on here.
But it's important that we don't talk down on the inmates that come up. They are frustrated when they come up because most of the time they're frustrated when they come up. They've lost they have lost in quotations the crime that they're trying to commit. Sometimes
they lost hours of their time.
They lost the crime they committed. They lost all the stuff that it took to make the crime. Then you have PD being assholes to them, taking 20 years for a lawyer. Trust me, I know the process.
Trust me, been there, done that.
Yeah, it's something. I feel so bad.
Sometimes they just need a break. Sometimes they just need to go, I need to go and sit in a cell, go and wash dishes. That's fine.
I got raided one time for grabbing a key card out of my house.
Yep.
So trust me, I get it.
That
was no fun.
But it's important that we talk to them like they're humans. We need to remember that they are humans on the other end. And one of the most important IC philosophies that Lyra has is that they are human. We are human with them. Treat the inmates like they're human. Don't forget that they're human. And you'll get some really good reactions out of them. We're about to be intruded on.
How's it going? Pretty good.
I might have to just speak in game.
She was very discreet.
Should be okay though. So don't talk down to them. We're not expecting you though to tolerate low quality RP or toxic RP or them not RPing with you in total.
Oh shit! I forgot my shotgun.
As Deben says in my chat, don't be a shitter. Both sides can be like easily like way. If they are breaking a rule, if they are power gaming, if they're getting low quality, if they are being toxic, report them. Let staff know. Report. If it's a new player, they will let them know, oh, this isn't acceptable within here.
Oh, sure.
If it's an older player, it might be that there's a pattern of behavior that they need to go and deal with. They won't know unless we report them.
I know G-Rag
Try and roleplay with some level of OOC empathy. I'm about to go and baton Corbin for interrupting this in a moment.
I'll pay you $5 to watch that.
Don't mold. If you're molding, keep it IC. Don't take it OOC. That normally means that you need to go and take a break at that point. Don't talk down to them. Don't antagonize them. Don't treat the criminals from your gang with like unfairly compared to the other. It's much harder here.
That's the only worry about. My other characters are either MIA and hiding or dead. So.
No, that's
my
fine.
other character's dead. So.
If you do end up with lifers in here, if you do end up with criminals in here, please try and keep the two characters separate. Don't bleed. If someone tries to come and talk to you about your character, let me finish this one bit and then I'll ask. if someone comes up to you and talks about your character, you just go, or and try and walk away, or just don't say anything. If I have someone come up and talk to me about my character, I just don't say anything, and then I just move on to a next topic.
Yep, that's what I would do.
What was the question?
So hypothetically, I had a character before that took a DOC hostage.
Yeah.
And we went to the armory. Are they, like, if I got taken hostage, are they able to force me to get a gun?
No. No. They shouldn't know about that armory, so that is bleed of character metagaming.
Got it.
Yep.
So
'Cause I had no idea about it, and I just told them to grab an M4 out at the time, which they said they didn't have one.
yeah, that is, you shouldn't know about that. That's metagaming, etc. So they can't do that.
Well, mine was all in character. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. The next thing that I just need to make a quick talk about is because it recently happened. If someone is doing something that's really, really powerful, is /me roleplay. Like, it's a super powerful tool. It allows you to go beyond the mechanics of the prison or mechanics of the actual server. You can do things like, I've had people being struggled with copper wire. I, on a very old character, bleached someone. Bleach doesn't exist on the server. But I was able to
I knocked you over with a pan one time.
Yeah, so it's a very powerful thing. But if someone comes up behind you and does /me grabs taser, that's power gaming. That's not allowed. So you can acknowledge it and go, you can't touch my taser. And then just report it, because it is power gaming. They can't do that. Yeah. But if you feel like it's an appropriate thing, you can roleplay with the scene. The other thing is, if someone is RPing out that they are having medical injuries, don't ignore it because you've examined them. You need to show that you are actively role-playing it. So we've had people that have had medical injuries that obviously they can't show on their character. If you examined them, it wouldn't come up they were bleeding or anything, but they were role-playing that they've hurt their leg badly. Like, it's broken in 2 places. Go with that roleplay. Carry on with that roleplay. Please don't ignore it.
Yep, I've had that happen to me before. Back when I was a cop, I got shotgun blast in my chest. And I had to get metal ribs, and I think it was either an inmate or someone on the street stabbed me. And I said the knife hit one of the metal ribs, so it dented the knife. And they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, I have a metal rib. You're stabbing metal on metal. It's gonna dent. You have to, play around it, like Lyra said. You have to actually incorporate it.
So the I just realized that's got the wrong release date. Whoopsie. The next thing is, I think that is literally it, more or less. That is as far as I remember the OC talk going. I don't remember anything else. No, I think we're good. But yeah, just roleplay with what you've got. This prison is really easy, but make sure you take your breaks. With that, we're going to head back in game. And I think we're all done from that, apart from Leon needing to pick a call sign.
Yeah, I'll take 505 if it's available.
Do you think 505 is available?
I mean, SOS, you're on site. It was my classic. I don't think anyone took it from DCSO. Not that I know of, at least. Okay, check. Hold on. Actually, I probably can.
743, right?
Yeah, you're 743. Guess who took it? Someone from BCSO took it. We'll talk about IC. Oh. Okay. Bye! Oh. What call sign are you looking for?
Ugh, I'm getting rain sickness.
What call sign are you looking for, Liam?
Is 404 available?
You can't have 404 within DOC.
Okay,
Because you rise up through the ranks with the call sign.
okay,
I think 704 might be very.
what about 707? 777. Actually, is 777 available?
Let me have a look.
And there's a name attached to that call sign that, did some bad things, but I kind of want to take that call sign from them, because they're my, TO.
Triple 7 is taken by St. James.
Fuck, okay. Shit,
704 is available.
704?
Yep.
What about 707? Is that available? If not, I'll take 704.
.707 is not available.
Okay, I'll just take 704 then. I'm gonna go inside and fall asleep, if that's cool, because I'm starting to get rain sickness.
That is absolutely fine.
Alright, I'll change my thing to 704 real quick.
I'm also having to probably go to bed.
Okay, you're
Is,
both good to head
Boot
off.
camp done?
Boot camp is done.
So the next time I come around, I could just clock in and go in and begin
Yep.
my shift?
Yep.
Yeah, next
Sweet.
time I clock in, I have to go and get all my equipment, because I
Le-
have nothing but rental papers on me.
Hold on. Go to locker evidence 1000.1. There might be a bag in there with some stuff.
Yeah.
It's by the armory.
I don't know what armory is.
Okay.
Unless they moved it.
Well, thank you, Warden.
You are welcome. What's your call
I'll see
sign,
you around.
Liam?
704.
What's your time zone? Is your watch set to?
EST. So it would be 5:36 on my watch. PM. Okay, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll clock in either later today or tomorrow.
I'll put a bag into your locker.
Awesome, thank you very much. Good night, Warden. Good
Night.
seeing you.
Hi, Miss Lara.
Bye. He's got a free hat. Why should an actual warrant? See if I can trigger this into, it's this one. Deny warrant, there we go. Why did James run past menacingly last
Sorry,
time?
I was thinking something.
There's a 24/7 truck in the parking lot.
Yeah, I'm aware. I locked it. It's
Lyra,
been there
I'm
for
back
several
now.
hours now.
Sorry, I was thinking about something.
Unless it's a different one from the one over there.
Hello, son.
Casey?
Hello.
Yeah,
Is it that one over there?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's the one I've noted that.
Oh, someone called over radio and that's why James ran out all happy and giddy.
Oh, Casey, I believe you owe
Oh.
Lyra a thank you as well. I do? She's gonna allow us to use the bus for the wedding.
Oh my god, thank you, Lyra!
That's okay.
There's no one there to shoot.
No, it's been there for
Excuse me,
several
guys.
hours. What's up, my dear?
I came out of jail, but I can't contact anyone. My phone and radio aren't in my locker,
What?
and I have my gun isn't in there either, and I have a feeling that they mixed my stuff up in another locker. So I was wondering
Okay.
if you could check the report.
There's a phone for you.
Oh my God, you are a lifesaver.
I can't give you a rating, my dear.
$50,000.
Come on, man. Yo, you know how hard it is.
75,000.
PD fines and shit.
Yeah, unfortunately. Do you need money for a radio?
Yeah, I'm broke.
Come
what's
on.
your name,
I
sir?
just got a 20K PD fine.
What's your name?
Travis
Shooting
Bryan.
cops.
Yeah, I have.
No, I got
have
code
your
ready
stuff.
because I was in the area. But
Follow
I had
Bella
my
to-
auto on me. I didn't even get to shoot the auto.
Travis, follow Bella inside. She's gonna get your stuff for you.
I didn't even get to shoot the auto, so I just got code red for being in the area. So. move on.
Travis, Bella inside is gonna get your stuff.
Sorry?
She's gonna get your stuff.
She's
already
inside.
I already got my stuff. Are you talking about the phone and radio or?
Yeah, she's talking about the phone and radio.
Oh, she found it?
I think she knows where it is.
Travis, I got your stuff.
Oh, where'd you find it?
I'll take the phone back, if that's okay.
I might keep it. A souvenir from the one and only warden. Alright, there you go. Yeah,
Thank you.
It's because he had 2 reports.
Oh.
Shotgun. I need to borrow that for a picture at some point.
I'm fine with that. I actually still need to get a badge picture yet. My granddaughter would ever contact me.
My badge photo is back from when I was a CO.
Alright, Bella. Well,
Did they
if Pat is around
let
after this,
Libby out of Max?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me? No, I'm taking the high road. I stopped what I was saying.
Okay, we told them to unlock the doors.
Go ahead.
Was the max security inmates let out?
10-4.
Affirm.
Helicopter, and then
Lisa.
Bella is gonna drive her.
That's what I'm about to ask you.
Love that.
Oh no.
I'm not flying the
Of course.
helicopter. Max is gonna fly it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't fly it. I don't fly a helicopter.
Like me.
That's okay. Bella!
Yes?
Why are you in cuffs?
I don't know.
He's not in cuffs! He's not in cuffs!
Oh my god! For a second, I thought it. I thought.
Bella,
he's
come
got a
this way.
gun.
Once Lisa has looked at these applications, how would you feel about reaching out to them to start the interview process?
Yeah, I can send them the text and stuff.
So if you look on the thing that says dash dash dash,
Yep, I know where to find it.
okay, it's got all our numbers there, so you just need to copy and paste it.
Okay, I will keep an eye on it.
But yeah, Bella's,
Once they're
Lisa's
approved,
just,
I'll reach out.
yes, there is 2 approved and 3 pending.
Zoe, what were your concerns?
Huh? Well, it is the cooler of the charges.
Okay. Time to charge from the sun. The James gun! Oh, the quiet. I'm gonna send you off to somebody. People, I'm going to bed afterwards.
56-year-old. Oh, this is a good application.
Why is there someone sleeping on the bench?
Who's being homeless in here without mics?
Thank you to Nazi for the 100 biddies, Maximus for the follow, Gary's for the follow, and Chaff Brother for the follow. Thank you very much for coming, thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
My favorite question. Give me more.